The book really goes through various strategies for how to conquer lust, mainly for men. Women can read it, but it's really aimed mainly at men. And there are three themes that I have go throughout this book that are constantly brought back in everything that I suggest, all the strategies that I suggest. The first is what we just talked about, and that's that the devil really doesn't care so much about making men fall into lust. And that may be kind of a surprising statement to a lot of people, but if you fall into lust, there's always repentance. Christ gave us the gift of repentance, and so we can live out our repentance more fully. The demon knows that. So the demons, what they really want is not to make men fall into lust, but to fall into despair. And that's the shame that we want to conquer. They want to make us fall into despair so that we stop seeking Christ altogether. We really want to avoid that. Number two, we need to understand that Christ could take lust away from a man like that. But the reason he doesn't is the same as with all the passions, is because the struggle is our salvation. And actually learning to properly battle against lust, men will learn the spiritual life. They'll learn how to pray in a way that they never would have otherwise. They'll learn how to fast. They'll learn how to do prostrations, how to read the scriptures. They're going to learn to become better, more fulfilled men because of this struggle. And so this struggle will become a teacher. There's a quote that I want to add to the book. I haven't put it in there because I haven't found the proper source yet, but it comes from St. Ambrose of Optina. And St. Ambrose of Optina was asked, how did you learn to be such a master of the Jesus prayer? You know, who taught you? Was it the elder before you, St. Leonid of Optina? He goes, no, it wasn't him. Was it this elder Hilarion? No, it wasn't him either. Well, then who taught you? And he said, I had the best teacher in the world, the devil. The devil taught me to pray, because every time he attacked, I went and prayed more, and that's where I learned how to pray. So if we really understand this battle properly, it will teach us the spiritual life. And number three, and this is so important, we will never succeed in this fight against lust if men fight against lust and against the demon of lust. In doing so, all you do is get into a conversation with him, and guess what? He is much smarter, much more experienced than you in the fight. He's going to make you fall. What you have to do is want something more than you want lust. You have to fight for a purity that you want more. You have to fight for Christ. You have to fight for the spiritual life. You have to fight for all these things, for your family. You have to find the things that you're fighting for more than you're fighting against lust. And if those become a greater motivator for you, if you learn these spiritual tactics that I recommend in the book, and you're fighting for those things and learning them, and you refuse the devil's despair, then you'll have victory in this eventually. And I've seen men conquer this. It takes time, but that time really does teach them the spiritual life, and they become better Christians and better men because of it.